Hello everyone! We once envisioned a future of advanced cities, but instead, we built concrete prisons. This compilation reveals the devastating impact of overpopulation and rapid urbanization. Welcome to the urban nightmare. Lagos, Nigeria's most populous city, is infamous for its severe traffic congestion, where vehicles can be stuck for hours. A short 10-kilometer trip can easily turn into an exhausting 2 to 5 hour journey. With a population exceeding 20 million, it's no surprise that the city's infrastructure struggles to keep up. In an effort to reduce road congestion, authorities once initiated water transport development. They even established an entire floating neighborhood where homes are built on stilts and boats serve as the primary mode of transportation. This community, known as Makoko, lacks a proper sewage system, forcing residents to dispose of waste directly into the water, which they also use for daily household needs. Moreover, Makoko is not officially recognized by the government, meaning there are no concrete plans for its future. It's difficult to comprehend how so many people manage to survive under such unsanitary conditions. In certain Japanese subway stations, the daily passenger flow reaches several million people. During rush hours, when trains become overcrowded, some passengers struggle to fit inside. To manage this, major cities like Tokyo and Osaka employ special staff known as oshiya, or pushers, who assist in squeezing people onto packed trains. It's no surprise that commuters often find themselves pressed together with little to no personal space. For millions of residents, this is a routine part of daily life, but it inevitably impacts their stress levels and overall mental well-being. In 2023, the number of homeless individuals in Los Angeles County reached 75,518. This issue is becoming increasingly difficult to ignore, not only due to the visible litter and tense atmosphere on the streets, but also because of the rising crime in these areas. Unfortunately, similar trends are emerging in cities across the U.S. The widening gap between the rich and the poor exacerbates social tensions and significantly hinders urban development. Consequently, social welfare costs continue to rise, while reintegration programs do not always result in more job opportunities. Gazipur, often referred to as the Mount Everest of trash, is a vast landfill in India's capital, spanning over 40 acres. The towering waste pile has already surpassed 70 meters in height and continues to rise by 10 meters annually. Every day, approximately 2,000 tons of garbage from across New Delhi are dumped here. And with the city's growing population, the situation is expected to deteriorate further. This landfill is widely regarded as one of India's most urgent waste management challenges. Luxury car graveyards like this are not uncommon in the UAE. These images depict the largest one, located in the Emirate of Sharjah, where abandoned and damaged Rolls-Royces, Mercedes-Benzes, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Bentleys, and other high-end vehicles have been left behind by their owners. Some fled the country due to financial difficulties or unpaid taxes, leaving their cars behind, while others believe a vehicle loses its prestige after an accident and prefer to dispose of it. What are your thoughts on this kind of waste? Nestled at the foot of the Mokattam Hills on Cairo's eastern outskirts, Manshiat Nasser, often referred to as Garbage City, is a neighborhood where life revolves around waste recycling. Trash is scattered throughout the area, and most families have worked in the garbage trade for generations. Each day, approximately 9,000 tons of waste from across Cairo are transported here and sorted manually. However, the absence of proper sanitation, running water, and sewage systems has turned the area into a hotspot for disease. Dharavi, located in Mumbai, India, is the world's largest slum, housing nearly 1 million people within just 2.1 square kilometers. Residents endure severe poverty, with limited access to clean water and no proper sewage system. One functional toilet serves approximately 1,000 people. Despite these challenges, they sustain themselves through industries such as ceramics production and sewing. Nicknamed the Monster Building for its massive size and unusual structure, this is Hong Kong's largest residential complex, home to nearly 10,000 people. Its 5 blocks are tightly packed with a total of 2,243 small apartments. Some residents even fear getting lost inside, as the maze-like corridors seem endless. Hong Kong faces severe overpopulation and a critical shortage of land, forcing many low-income residents into cramped living spaces of just 5 to 7 square meters. But what happens when even these tiny spaces are no longer available? The trend of shrinking personal living areas to fit more apartments is already spreading to other regions, raising concerns about the future of urban housing. What began as an ambitious environmental initiative has turned into heaps of rusting metal and an ecological crisis. China's bicycle graveyards have become a stark reminder of overproduction and the downfall of bike-sharing companies. These firms invested billions in manufacturing hundreds of thousands of bicycles, but demand fell far below expectations. As a result, cities were flooded with unwanted bikes, and parking spaces were insufficient. The Chinese government acknowledges that these massive bicycle graveyards, housing approximately 100,000 bikes, serve as a warning for future tech startups. Authorities seize thousands of illegally parked bicycles, while bankrupt bike-sharing companies abandon the surplus and empty lots to reduce disposal costs. In Bangladesh, railway routes for mass transportation are limited, especially in rural areas where trains serve as the primary and most affordable means of travel. Despite the dangers, many passengers sit, stand, and even sleep on the roofs of the carriages. Vietnam cities, particularly Ho Chi Minh City, are undergoing rapid urbanization. With narrow roads, minimal regulation, and weak traffic laws, severe congestion leaves residents stuck for hours. This isn't quite the future humanity imagined when it first invented cars and motorcycles, is it?
Hello.
In recent years, Lahore, Pakistan's second-largest city, has faced dangerously high levels of air pollution, especially during winter. During periods of heavy smog, residents are forced to wear masks and stay indoors. When industries expanded and internal combustion engines were developed, could humanity have foreseen the environmental crisis that would follow? One that has already become a harsh reality for many? In 2019, Delhi, the capital of India, was consistently ranked as the most polluted city in the world. Pollution from vehicle exhaust, open waste burning, and toxic emissions from factories within the city limits severely deteriorates air quality, posing a significant health risk to its residents. State Tower, one of Bangkok's tallest skyscrapers, rises 247 meters with 68 floors. As cities increasingly expand upward, structures like these are becoming the norm. But what exists beyond their glass facades? With growing population density and shrinking space, millions now live in towering concrete buildings, gradually losing their connection to the ground. How much further can urbanization go before skyscrapers become our only homes? In 2010, a massive traffic jam stretching about 100 kilometers formed on the Wang Highway in Ani, China, leaving drivers stranded for several days. The congestion resulted from road repairs, heavy holiday traffic, and vehicle breakdowns, with many people stuck for hours without food or water. This incident highlights how rapid development can put immense pressure on transportation systems. Perched atop a high-rise in Ju, a city in Hunan Province, China, this villa exemplifies the innovative house-on-a-house concept, an inventive response to the space constraints in densely populated Chinese cities. As urban areas grow increasingly crowded, vertical expansion becomes essential. With the global population rising by 75 million each year, even skyscrapers may face space shortages by 2050. Estimates suggest that Amsterdam has between 880,000 and 1 million bicycles, about 20% more than its population. With 165 canals throughout the city, retrieving bikes from the water is a routine task for workers. Each year, approximately 15,000 bicycles are pulled from Amsterdam's canals. Flowing 300 kilometers across the island of Java, Indonesia's Citarum River provides water to over 25 million people. However, instead of sustaining life, it has become a toxic sewer, contaminated with industrial waste, garbage, and heavy metals. More than 2,000 factories discharge untreated chemicals, such as mercury, lead, cadmium, and chromium, directly into its waters. Who will stand up for the communities that depend on it? Tackling issues like inadequate infrastructure and overcrowding often calls for creative solutions. In Chongqing, a train passes through a residential building with a station located on the 6th to 8th floors of a 19-story structure. Thanks to advanced soundproofing, the building remains a livable space despite the trains running through it. Rio de Janeiro is a city of stark contrast, where luxury high-rises stand beside impoverished favelas perched on the hillsides. These favelas are not just ordinary slums. They often operate beyond government control. Consequently, they face challenges such as unregulated construction, fragile self-built homes, overcrowding, high crime rates, and inadequate sanitation. Vidigal is generally considered a safe area for tourists, but it's still wise to remain cautious, as clashes between local gangs or drug cartels can occur. Keep a close watch on your belongings, or better yet, leave them in your hotel room. Rocinha, the largest favela in Rio, sits between the affluent neighborhoods of São Conrado and Gávea in the city's southern region. While most houses are built from brick, they were constructed informally without official permits. The streets are narrow and winding, with transportation mainly limited to motorcycles and small buses. While official records estimate the population at around 70,000, unofficial figures suggest it could be as high as 150,000. Rather than symbolizing success and modernization, Burj Al Babas in Turkey has become a stark example of failed urban development, earning the nickname Ghost Town. Economic crisis and inflation led to underfunding, leaving some homes unfinished. The villas struggle to attract buyers due to their excessively high prices. More than just an intersection, this spot embodies urban culture and the vibrant energy of Tokyo. Every day, thousands of people navigate Shibuya Crossing, a lively center of fashion and commerce, packed with shops, cafes, restaurants, and clubs. Despite the dense crowds, Japanese pedestrians follow traffic rules, keeping order in the midst of the chaos, at least for now.
His work all helps to bring about growth for lots of businesses. You benefit from the tourists.
Would you like to hear planes taking off and landing every 20 minutes? That's the daily reality for this man and thousands of city residents. Myrtle Avenue in London, situated near Heathrow Airport, is one of the city's noisiest areas. The airport's expansion project, which includes building a third runway, has sparked concerns among residents about worsening noise pollution and air quality. Designed to accommodate 18,000 people, this residential complex in St. Petersburg showcases organization in a megacity while grappling with common overcrowding issues. It features 35 entrances, 25 floors, and 3,780 apartments. As expected, residents seek the convenience of nearby stores, parking spaces close to their entrances, and easy access to public transportation for their daily commutes. In Caracas, the capital of Venezuela, slums continue to expand as poverty and crime rates rise. People from across the country and neighboring nations migrate to the city in search of work. However, due to limited housing options, many end up in overcrowded, illegally constructed districts with little access to essential services like water and electricity. Few have felt the effects of Naples' rapid infrastructure development more than the residents of these buildings. The Capodichino Viaduct, a vital link between the city, the airport, and major highways, sees a continuous stream of cars, trucks, and buses every day. Noise pollution is severe, reaching 90 to 100 decibels during peak hours, equivalent to the sound of a jackhammer. Beyond the noise, constant vibrations from heavy traffic are slowly weakening the building's foundations. In 2023, garbage collectors on Bethnal Green Road in London went on strike due to dissatisfaction with working conditions. As a result, trash collection was delayed, leading to pollution issues in the area. The waste quickly piled up, turning the city into a virtual landfill within weeks. Ultimately, commercial businesses on the street stepped in to manage the cleanup. A city contained within a single building? It may sound unbelievable, but it's real. Nearly all 200 residents of Whittier, Alaska live in a 14-story building originally built in 1956 as an army barracks. What's even more fascinating is that they rarely need to step outside. The Baggage Towers provide everything they need, including a police station, medical clinic, church, and even a laundry. This could be the most extreme example of ultra-compact urban planning. Beyond environmental pollution, factors like dense development, asphalt, concrete vehicles, and industrial activity contribute to rising temperatures. This phenomenon, known as the urban heat island effect, is a challenge for nearly all major cities. As temperatures climb, energy systems face greater strain due to increased demand for air conditioning and cooling devices, while the risk of heat strokes and heat-related illnesses also rises. There is a city in China called Tianducheng, which is an exact replica of Paris. While it attracts tourists, it has very few actual residents, making the atmosphere feel nothing like the real French capital. As urbanization presents growing challenges, efforts to make cities greener are gaining momentum. In 2014, Milan unveiled the Vertical Forest, a residential complex with 2 towers standing 110 and 76 meters tall, adorned with 900 trees, 5,000 shrubs, and 11,000 plants on its terraces. While this is just a small step toward offsetting the environmental impact of modern living, such initiatives are becoming increasingly vital as urban populations expand. Mumbai's local trains are the lifeline of the city, transporting over 7.5 million passengers daily across the western, central, and harbor lines. With heavy road congestion, they provide the fastest and most affordable commuting option for office-goers, students, and daily wage workers. However, severe overcrowding, especially during peak hours, makes travel risky, as trains designed for 1,200 passengers often carry more than 5,000. Leading to accidents from falls, electrocution, or track crossings. Despite these dangers, local trains remain essential to Mumbai's functioning. This image depicts a Texas neighborhood with rows of identical single-story brick houses, giving the impression that they were copy-pasted. Their uniform appearance can make the area feel repetitive or dull to some people. These neighborhoods are designed to offer affordable housing. While some find them soulless, others appreciate the quiet atmosphere and lower cost of living compared to downtown areas. This isn't unique to Texas. Cities like Las Vegas and others across the U.S. have similar suburban communities. In Thailand's Maeklong Railway Market, vendors set up their stalls right along the train tracks, creating one of the most unique and dangerous markets in the world. Several times a day, a train passes through, forcing vendors to quickly retract their awnings and move their goods just inches away from the tracks. As soon as the train passes, the market resumes as if nothing happened. This fascinating spectacle attracts tourists from all over, showcasing the perfect blend of commerce and adaptability.
Самое длинное здание в Москве, на Варшавском шоссе, дом 125. Это научно-исследовательский центр электронно-вычислительной техники, НИЦЕФ. Длина его 735,8.
In Moscow, Russia, there is a strange building called the Lying Skyscraper. Unlike other tall buildings that reach for the sky, this one lies on its side. It is about 736 meters long, almost as long as 7 football fields in a row. The building houses numerous offices and shops and was designed to maximize space in a crowded city. However, its long, narrow shape can make it feel like a giant maze, and some find it cold and claustrophobic, like being stuck in an endless hallway. In the slums of Delhi, a railway line cuts through overcrowded settlements where makeshift homes stand just inches from the tracks. Many of the residents are undocumented Bangladeshi migrants, living in extreme poverty with limited access to basic services. Trains pass through multiple times a day, forcing people to momentarily clear the tracks before resuming their daily activities. This precarious existence highlights the struggles of illegal migrants and the harsh realities of urban poverty in one of India's busiest cities.